Hello everybody, Miss Germany here. We're talking today about applying the Pythagorean theorem, and this is your first example. So this is an example from what we talked about in the last slide of where you label your diagram, all right? So we have an image here, and this is our setup. It says the triangle is a right triangle. What is C if A equals 8 and B equals 3? Round your answer to the nearest hundredth place. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start with that highlighting whenever we have word problems. And I know A is 8, and I know that B is 3, and I know that I'm going to round to the nearest hundredths place. All right, these are the three things in my setup that I really need. Now, from there, I'm going to go to labeling my diagram. So it told me that A is 8, so I can put an 8 here for A. And it told me that B is 3, so I'm going to put a 3 over here for B. Now it's a right triangle, so to find C, I'm going to use Pythagorean theorem. So again, my Pythagorean theorem is A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So now I just replace my numbers. So A is 8, so this is going to be 8 squared, plus B is 3, so this is going to be 3 squared, equals my C, which is what I'm trying to find, but it's C squared. All right, so now I solve. 8 squared is 64, plus 3 squared is 9, equals my C squared. Now I add. All right, so 64 plus 9 is going to give me 73, equals my C squared. Now, at this point, in order, that's C squared though, so again, I've got to take the square root of both sides, and I'm going to write this as a separate line just so that you guys see this really is another step in this process. So I take the square root of both sides, all right, and that's going to give me my C over here, but the problem is 73 is not a perfect square. And this is where I'm going to go back to the rounding to the nearest hundredths. So this actually gives me 8.544, all right? And the number that's in the hundredths position is this first 4. Now right behind it, a 4 does not make that's not my rounding rule to move, so that one will simply disappear. And what I will end up with is that C will equal 8.54. So I labeled my diagram based on the information given to me in the problem.